How's it going, Aquarius community? Woo woo! First one's out the lunchbox today, riding in the front of the bus. What happened? What happened? What y'all doing up here in the front of the bus? So, as you can see, I have a special story for this wonderful frequency. Thank you. Thank you first and foremost for your patience as I navigate the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, and everything in between when it comes to this story. Now, remember that this is a safe and sacred space where we call in the ancestors, guides, angels, divine, and universal energy to come in and be the protectors of all the positive messages that are coming out. Now, keep in mind that this channel here is for self-empowerment. What this means is creating stepping stones for us to get closer to our soul being. So let's get started with this front of the bus kind of vibe, Aquarius. Y'all, this threw me off. I'm not going to lie. I'm not the front of the bus kind of energy. I'm not going to lie. As a fellow Aquarius, I like the back of the bus. So, and the vibe that I'm picking up, kind of with friction against Aquarius energy. It's not that we are all knowing, but we pride ourselves on being able to look at a situation multiple different ways, and a lot of it's all from a logic point of view. So we feel very read up on stuff a lot of times before we make final decisions. So the first thing that came in with this vibe is you don't know the answers to it all yet. What? Excuse me, I didn't like that. I'll tell you what, as a fellow Aquarius, I was like, what? There is a misunderstanding that's happening internally. And what I get that this is past experience driven. Just because Aquarius doesn't see something in the immediate moment or the 3D, no, it doesn't mean it's not there. And I bring in the 3D because then I have, and even right now as I'm relaying this, is the third eye is being highlighted. So there's something here with a lot of intuition. And what I like to speak upon is what I've learned about intuition and how intuition is very driven with the imagination, even with insight, with any kind of psychic gifts. A lot of it is driven by imagination. If you can't have an imagination, then it's hard to pick up what wants to come in, but also interpreting what's coming in. So there could be some kind of blockage here in the third eye, or there is something that's coming in and we're not understanding it, so we're kind of dismissing it. I'm not sure. But, like I said, it is driven by the intuition. Messages coming in through the intuition. Now, what I got after this was opening up to new ideas. Outlets will be the key. And then I got this, and I quote, "What do you deserve? This will be tested with something that will blindside you." What? Who can come in and blindside me? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that vibe, but as a fellow Aquarius, I'm a little hesitant because we're up front, we're first and center, and like I said, I like the back of the bus. I like to watch everybody do their thing first. But maybe there's something here that others can observe from. Maybe there's something that we need to take with us to open up to maybe seeing something different for the rest of the month. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and get started with the Queen Moon Oracle. Oracle. So what is it that needs to come out for the introduction? Something we're not seeing, maybe confused on. Growth. Is it how much you have been growing? How much growth has happened over the years within yourself, within your career, even within your place in a family? This is somebody who wants to get more closer to something higher. What I'm hearing is a purpose with that one. What is the purpose? What is the purpose in the growth? Or why do you choose to grow? Something about purpose here. It's your purpose. What else needs to come out? What I have is patience. Not seen, and we're very confused on. Maybe we're in a period of rest. Maybe it's time to do, what is that? Some cleaning out. Cleaning out to make room for something more to come in. Maybe it's a different kind of understanding that we're going to feel at a subconscious level. Could be very compassionately driven. Somewhere where we shed a new kind of light onto the darker parts of ourselves that we could peer out of, out of our sacred home into the abyss of the unknown around us. What else needs to come out? Now, we're confused on change. Does change always have to be a storm? That's what I'm getting. It's only a storm if you take it into the perspective of a storm. A change can happen, and we can be very patient with it. We can be very patient, and we can be able to watch how this change is going to enhance our growth. A lot of subconscious here with the two kind of nighttime skies, feminine energy with moon being compassionate, accepting of stuff. We have this red balloon. This could be a little bit of root chakra out of balance that's happening. Maybe something that we're having a little bit of anxieties, insecurities, fear, restlessness about when it comes to how to view this change. Something we're not seeing here in the 3D, because when we feel a certain calling, we don't immediately see why we're being called to certain places, certain things, certain changes. But it's just a calling that we're feeling like we have to make steps to that. So I could have an Aquarius who is going through some type of change in the home, in the career, somehow in the personal life. And they don't know what it's all about quite yet. But they could be opening up to following the guidance for this change to happen. So let's go ahead. I mean, that can happen. What I'm being led to use is even like in a relationship. And it's like you could go through the mud in a relationship with somebody for so long. And then finally you hit a point where there's a realization. There's a realization, and this doesn't have to be a intimate relationship with person. This could be a work thing. Remember, person, place, or thing. But it's where you realize that wherever you're frequenting, whatever you're having this relationship with, that it's not doing anything more. Or it's not going to do anything more than where it's at. And that could bring in a lot of confusion for a person. What do I do? Do I stay where I'm at? Do I follow where my tribe goes? So let's go ahead and get 3 more cards. What else needs to come out? So with the patience, we have realization here. I feel like there's something here you gotta observe. And it has to be internally, within yourself. A realization. And it has to do with an outlook. Going from one view into another. What I'm hearing is trusting in the divine. Being able to trust where you're being guided to. Being able to trust the path that you've had to walk, Aquarius, to get there. Not my message. That's something from somewhere else. That's higher up right there. Ooh. Ooh. What I'm hearing is, Aquarius, you need to testify. You need to testify to who you are and the accomplishments that you have achieved from where you started to where you're at now. That's what I'm getting. All right, this is actually bringing on a lot of emotional stuff right here. I can feel my eyes watering up. This is something that I see Aquarius withholds from themselves. They withhold, what is it? If you had a trophy room or if you had an extra room, Aquarius would put it to use on things that would help them. If Aquarius had, like, say, tons of boxes of trophies, they wouldn't put them up. Again, that room would be dedicated, the space would be dedicated to something else besides looking at all the achievements. But right here, there's some unpacking that Aquarius needs to do. What I see is a person opening this big box of achievements and just taking out each achievement one by one. What have you done for the career? What have you done for your family type of achievements? Personal achievements. No little achievement should go unlooked. Really sit there. Sometimes we achieve things and then we're so trying to keep moving forward that we look at it as a real quick glance, but we don't go back and congratulate ourselves for achieving it, but also keeping that achievement. An example that I'm being led to give is, like, for myself, I used to smoke cigarettes, and I used to smoke cigarettes on and off for years. I wasn't a dedicated smoker, but get me a beer, ooh, and some, ooh, never mind. But yeah, even going out on the weekends, I would smoke cigarettes. When I was stressed, I would smoke cigarettes. And I quit smoking in 2021 for the last time, cold turkey. All right. But it took me a good 2 years to actually kind of go back and look back at it like, holy crud, you finally did it. You finally did it. You no longer crave nicotine. You no longer have used nicotine as a means to deal with stress. You've been able to conquer that. And there's times where I do make myself go back and I make myself congratulate myself. You know what? You're doing a great job. It's been X amount of years since you've done party drugs. It's been X amount of years since you've drank. It's been X amount of years since you've smoked cigarettes. And sometimes, like I said, I have to go back and I have to remind myself my achievements and my progress that has put me in the place of where I'm at now. Because if I didn't get those achievements, I wouldn't be here. So what I get is when you unpack your achievements for the Aquarius in this story and you put them on the shelf in your sacred space, your sacred home, really take a step back and gander at everything, all the accomplishments that you've been able to do, the things that you've stuck out, the different moves in your career that you've made, the different moves in the family life that you've made. Like I said, no small thing should go unnoticed because it's all important. When I go and tell people, oh, I haven't been smoking for X amount of years, to a non-smoker, that's nothing. It's nothing. All right? To others, some of your achievements aren't going to be nothing. But to me, it's a big deal. It's a big thing. And I've had to learn how to still celebrate my achievements. So let's keep moving forward. All right. So thank you for your patience as I have taken a detour. Yeah. What we're talking about. Here we go. Patience. Remember. Realizations. Now surrender. Surrender. What I'm hearing with the surrender is that last little bit that you're unsure of. That last little bit that you question about yourself and who you want to be, where you want to go. Like unpacking those achievements are going to help you surrender some type of anxiety about you feeling like you haven't came far, because we've all come far in our lives. Waking up and showing up every day is still progress. Even if it's on days that we don't want to, it's still some type of progress. So let's keep moving forward. Aquarius, I'm seeing one more card is needed. Ooh, 2 more cards. So we have beauty. Finding that beauty in your divinely guided path. That openness, that acceptance, that all of that has happened on the path, even what you've conquered, has helped you grow into the person that you are now. Flaws and all. Flaws and all. We're stuck in a society that thinks everything has to be perfect. We all have to look alike. But nothing in nature is perfect. It grows how it's meant to grow. It doesn't grow based on the instructions it's given. And that's how we grow, is how we're meant to grow. Now, not all the experiences are beautiful, but what happens is we can learn. What I'm hearing is beautiful lessons from those experiences. All right, and balance. Something here with balance. Let's see. Last card with this balance. Ooh. Gotta balance the Queen of Wands energy. When to be a diva, when not to be a diva. When to set afire a broken bridge. And when to just be able to ignite just a guiding light. I don't know how that came out like that, but that's with that one. Balancing. Balancing where we put our creative focus, our charisma. where we want to go, how we want to paint our life's picture. Knowing that not everything is always going to be flowers, but there is turmoil. There is turmoil in life. There is demolition, there's destruction, there's obliteration. There's change, there's rearrangement, there's disarrange. Remember, nothing in life is perfect. It's these moments that kind of set us on fire in a passionate way that really could bring out our beauty, in a sense, from the things that we learn. I mean, if you think about some of the experiences, because there are some dark experiences that we can have that we feel like there's no beautiful lessons in them at all. But I can tell you that when you come out of seeing things just from one's perspective, you're able to open up to how that dark lesson helped create this wisdom, this knowledge, this new protection in yourself that you not only have to keep for yourself, but you're able to share and to help others. Now, does it mean that you have to go out and write a book or teach workshops and stuff? No, it could be just merely seeing that somebody else is going through the same kind of struggle as you. And being able to understand that it's not putting yourself into their struggle, but merely helping them open up to the things that has happened in your struggle, creating some kind of enlightenment for them. There's some kind of sense, I'm getting teacher sense here. There's something here with a past experience that's meant to teach. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, divine and universal energy. What needs to come out for the present moment? 9 of Coins falls out under this change. Something that we're going to be very, what I keep hearing is fortunate in. Now, I don't do love and money stuff, but there is a good abundance fortune here when we open up to this change. What else needs to come out? We have a Page of Swords here. It comes into the thoughts. The thoughts of the mind. Maybe there is a certain only way of thinking that we have about something that we've grasped at a young age, and we've used it as a defense here. What else needs to come out? Could have to do with the way things are built, because I have this land right on to beauty. If certain types of relationships, alignments can be beautiful. Oh. What else? I have a 6 of Swords right under that. Under the Page of Swords and the 9 of Coins and the confusion with the change here. For some reason, there's no confidence in being able to find where you would like to sail to. What I hear is to calmer waters. When it comes to partnering up with others. Oh, that's a lot. Let's see what's going on. For some reason, we only see the one way with the Wheel of Fortune. Something here in the subconscious that we have about previous foundations, confused about, haven't walked away from. It's something that pulls at us, at the back of our thoughts. And it creates this confusion on anything else. Do we let anything else in? What do we go for? What's good? What's bad? Type of thing. And what we have is an Aquarius here at a distance. And how to feel about something higher up here. So I feel like this is the Aquarius energy here. What is this Emperor though? What I get is this Emperor has to do, because this Emperor looks at this Four of Cups. Look at that. Maybe Aquarius isn't sure if they can find partnerships that actually see them. People, places, things. Partnerships that could be, what I get, are uncorrupt, are clean. Don't have, what is it? Trying to think of the right word right here, and it's like that don't have other innuendos, other intentions for the Aquarius. Like somebody, what Aquarius feels like, it's just there isn't, look it, there's no easy way to put this. Somehow they don't feel like there's another out there that's alike. Look at that. Look at the hair. Somehow Aquarius wants something that's more like them than the stuff that they've had in the past, the stuff that they've seen in the past. It could be what kind of chaos they've had to deal with in the past, with people, places, or things. And this could be what creates that out of balance for them, feeling like they don't have a choice, that this kind of alignment doesn't happen. This is weird because we got a Four of Cups and an Emperor. Yes, I know Four of Cups is about us going within, figuring out what we need to release, what could be a new offering coming in. But I'm really just focused on this person here and how we have this energy here, so focused on this. And we have a person here who shies away from it. I don't know what it is. What it is. I feel like there's something here with this Emperor. I'm not sure. But Aquarius, I think this is something, there's something here you're not seeing, and it is here in the 3D. It is here in the 3D. Whatever this Emperor energy is, it's here in the 3D. But you have to open your eyes to it. I've just seen how this Emperor looks upon this one in the Four of Cups. With a lot of what I heard is like nostalgia. There's something here. I don't know what's here though. What is the clarity card for this Emperor? Oh, this Emperor sees a Queen of Pentacles energy. It signifies a nurturing, down-to-earth person who shows concern for others. Intensely loyal to her friends and family, stable, dependable, helps others in need, organized, noble, and generous, sympathetic to social and political issues. That's very interesting. There's something in the 5D here. And it's being recognized in the 3D. What I hear for Aquarius, this is where you don't know the answers. Because there's something here that's out of your control. And no type of logic is going to bring in some understanding right now. This is where the imagination is really, really, really the most important. This is the intuition, the imagination, the insight. I'm hearing one more clarity card. Four of Cups. Four of Cups clarity. What is this Four of Cups? Why is this Aquarius in a Four of Cups? This has to do the Wheel of Fortune, not feeling like you can find what you're looking for. Ten of Swords for Aquarius. Bottoming out, troubles on the way, thinking like a victim or a martyr will keep your life in a downward spiral. Plans and projects are in jeopardy. Your home life may be disrupted. Any area of your life is open to conflict, no matter how powerful and safe you are. Trouble will find you. I'm feeling like this is what Aquarius feels like. Whatever these partnerships have to do with them, these past partnerships, these past foundations, this could be something that Aquarius has been very, very passionate about. Look at how much passion is here between these two individuals. Look at that. There's a sense of trust. There's a sense of even playfulness. And Aquarius energy, I know y'all, we so playful. We is playful and we would just love a place where we could play all day. Energies that are like-minded. It's almost like we would rather choose careers that feel like home in a sense, where it could just be this fun place for us. And I'm seeing that the Aquarius here, they don't know if they can find that fun place, whether person, place, or thing. And there's something here that has happened with multiple past experiences, whether with people or places, that really has Aquarius in a sense withdrawn. Withdrawn and unsure. I don't know who this Emperor is, but Aquarius, you haven't took notice of this energy yet. Whatever this prosperous energy is. All right, let's see what else needs to come out for the present. Yeah, remember I told you this is universally driven. It's driven in a sense because it's going to bring some turnarounds for you. This is going to have to do with the people that you associate with, in a sense. Could be work environment, could be home environment, could be friend environment. But also being able to move again. Well, I'm hearing like-minded individuals here because we got swords here. Thoughts. Like-minded individuals. Because remember, your energy here is very prosperous. It's you bring in some kind of luck, some kind of gold here. You bring in fortune for others somehow, Aquarius. I know I myself been told I'm a good luck charm for some people. It was a little weird. I was like, oh wow, cool. So there's something here. Maybe you're not seeing how you are that good luck charm. How the universe is conspiring to align you into a kingdom that is well taken care of. Again, this could be a kingdom that is, oh, this way, like-minded, very similar. There's something here with some similarities. And I really feel like it's in the thoughts and it's in the heart. That's what I'm feeling like here. Oh, buddy. I don't know, but the universe, Aquarius, the universe sees you as the Queen of Pentacles. It does. Somebody that this universe can depend on. Somebody who is dedicated to their beliefs, dedicated to the uncorrupt causes in life. Look at that hair there. That hair is corrupt. No. Wow, this is different. I don't know how to feel about this, Aquarius. I knew this was going to be some funkiness. Wasn't sure. But remember, there's a sense of we need to open up here. And the shell was given as an example. So let's go into the block. Let's go into the block. What is it? Divine and universal energy. What is it that needs to be spoken about in this block? What is it for the Aquarius frequency? Here comes this Four of Cups again. Look at how much distance you've created between yourself and others, Aquarius. My overly independent sign. Four of Swords. Did we create so much distance to keep us at peace? At peace in our own environment. You built those walls so high up, nothing else could come in to enhance that peace. What else needs to come out for the block? Here we go. I have a Seven of Wands here. Seven of Wands with a Six of Pentacles. I get an Aquarius here who doesn't have faith in others. That's what I get. This is what has your Achilles tendons, Aquarius, is I don't have faith in others. What I get is I've been on this journey having my own back, learning to have my own back, confused on how others are fair, distribute what they deem as fairness kind of thing. Yeah, it's a lot of Aquariuses on their own. I'm hearing there's some kind of confusion with an offer here. I don't know if this Emperor energy has came in before and offered something. Maybe the universe has tried to offer a path to something for Aquarius, and Aquarius wasn't up to it. Yeah, look at that, because what falls down here in confusion is the Fool. So I have the Hierophant, confused on the traditions, expectations, and then I have a King of Swords here. This King of Swords is going to be in reverse. This is in the confusion in the traditions of the expectations of who does what, whose job, whose responsibility, in a sense. There's a closed off, and there's, in a sense, there's an arrogance for Aquarius here. Hate to say that, but we do have the Six of Swords here, or King of Swords in reverse. And this king is looking directly at the Emperor. So this is saying that there is some ignorance, some one way of thinking, this could be why Aquarius's walls are built so high and why they choose to kind of venture on their own. Is there's an appreciation for that there can be better things out there, better kingdoms, better places, better people. There is a superficial kind of view into that, but when we kind of dig deeper, it's a very kind of one-way thinking, one view, and that view is not a progressive view on it. It's still the view that holds us back in our subconscious. Oh, they're all alike, I'm not going to find anything better, this is just what it is kind of thoughts. Or it could be the sense of what I'm hearing is giving up hope that there could be anything better. I don't know, whatever this Emperor energy is, they are to bring in a new kind of traditions, a new kind of fairness. And it's driven by what the universe sees. Despite what Aquarius's view is, it's what you've been doing. I can give you in a dream, for an example. Last night I got a gift in a dream. It was really freaking cool. So I was thrown to a past residence that I used to stay at with family at the time. And I was outside, and the emotions of my dream were all stable because it was daylight out. And there was this elderly lady who was walking down the sidewalk, and she started yelling at this house, the neighbor, and she was upset because there was debris on the sidewalk. And I went over there to go address her, but I did it like stern right away, like, what's going on? Don't pick on this neighbor. What was crazy is when I reflected back on it, that neighbor I'm talking about looked a lot like me. But hey, I was me talking to the other lady. I don't know if I was in two places. Don't know the meaning behind that all the way yet, but let's continue. And instead of just charging in with a one-way opinion, I created an openness to receive what this elderly woman was upset about. And instead of just leaving her like that, I walked her back to her home, making sure that she wasn't going to fall or anything, because that's where the anxieties were coming from when she was lashing out. And when I got into her driveway, there was the most beautifulest stone. It was almost like a geo-based stone, but it wasn't. And it was rose quartz. And I remember at the top it was like gold, but it was like a geo gold. And then it went into this brilliant pink. But dead inside, well, dead in the middle, I should say, was another piece of rose quartz that was spinning. And it would spin, and then it would stop. And then it would spin, and then it would stop. And it was the most beautiful stone I have ever seen. And the lady, it wasn't her stone. She didn't recognize it as hers. It was never there before when she left. And she's like, that's yours. So what I'm getting at with this story is sometimes going in with only one type of view into a situation could close us off. Going in almost like a Queen of Wands, a little too dramatic, could close us off. Could only close us off into seeing that people are only chaos, and not open us up to their truths. What is their views? What is their perspectives? What is it that makes them unique in a sense? What is it that they're really saying to us, or what they really want to say to us, type of thing. And this can come in through people. It can come in through signs. It could come in through dreams. It just depends on where you best get your divinely guided messages. And what was crazy is, like I said, where I was at last night in this dream was in a past place. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. What else needs to come out for this block? We have an Eight of Pentacles. What I hear is turmoil. What I hear is loss. What I hear is pain. How do I get that with such a beautiful card? Well, Eight of Pentacles, I believe, can also represent somebody coming in and taking stuff from us. And that's what I get with past alignments here. In the subconscious, there is a deep fear. There's a deep fear of getting entangled into something and spending too much time there again. Not being able to recognize when it's time to go. And maybe spending too much, investing too much into it, to where it leaves us depleted, scratching our heads like, what happened? And this happens a lot, again, with people, places, or things where we can pour out our entire selves, trying to be dedicated, just to end up kicking rocks at the end of that journey. I feel like Aquarius doesn't want to kick rocks no more. They don't want to be put in another position that isn't aligned. That isn't aligned in the best ways for them. What else needs to come out? Yep. Can I create movement? Can I find something else? Here's that overspending, the Four of Pentacles here. What we were just talking about, and being left out in the cold. Yeah. Any which way Aquarius writes out, they feel like that's kind of just, that's all she wrote kind of story for them. I have an Aquarius here who's very independent. I had a Sagittarius a few cycles back in the stories who was very independent as well. It's a lot of solo stuff here. And the only time we reflect into these partnerships with others, it's seeing how we spent too much time giving away too much of ourselves to them. And as we dig deeper and deeper into this block and seeing that this Emperor energy, this new kingdom, has been buried. It's a lot here. Man, talk about getting to the nitty gritty in the first story for Aquarius. Wow. That's a lot. It's a lot. The humanitarian of the zodiac signs, Aquarius. The one who wants to see things done fairly. The one who wants to see others be treated fair. Not many people know it, Aquarius. They don't know it. They don't know that when you show up every day to the places that you love, whether it's with people, places, or things, that you are literally wearing your heart out on your sleeve. And it's through the dedication that you show up every day with. People don't realize that just because you don't get emotional and have these emotional reactions just because you like to be more logical, they don't see that it's your dedication that has you wearing your heart out on your sleeve, because you understand that time is money. Your focus is one of your biggest assets. And when it comes to the end of these cycles, I have an Aquarius here left like, what was the point of all that? What was the point of all that? Aquarius, that's a lot. That is a lot. One last card. I'm hearing one last card. What's the last card? I got last two. We'll go 3 cards. Something else that buries this other energy. Holy moly. Page of Swords. Somebody who's had their back. Ace of Pentacles since they were very young. High Priestess in reverse. I get that there's been a little bit of odds ends when it comes to our intuition. I have the moon energy here, or the High Priestess. The High Priestess is going to represent the moon, Cancerian. So yes, that's going to be some subconscious, but it's also going to talk about how we like to nurture things, but how we want things to nurture us. Now this is going to make sense. So I could have had an Aquarius who grew up in an environment that was very withheld when it came to emotional comfort. And because it was very withheld, and maybe there was an Aquarius in this story who granted themselves stability by trying to nurture others, trying to find themselves through others in a sense. Now this is confusing for me too. I'm not gonna lie, because this went really deep here. But it's almost like a child who grew up in not the greatest nurturing environment. So this child decided to want to do things opposite, because they didn't experience a certain level of dedication to them. They now fluctuate in a very high level of dedication. And again, it's almost like going through the phase as a child, where when their dedication is met with an abrupt ending, an abrupt cutoff, an abrupt denial, this is what sends the Aquarius into a spiral, feeling like this is all they get in life. Oh wow. That's a lot. That is a lot. This is where it's coming from, the past. And this is where Aquarius, I can see why they need to unpack their accomplishments to get out of this past kind of thing. And seeing that it hasn't just been the dedication to others that's really been driving the Aquarius. There's been a hidden dedication to yourself that you don't see. Even though you feel like it was fueled to want to project to make yourself a better person, it still takes work to project that. It still takes being in that frequency in order to do that, and that is a very dedicated frequency. Now, Aquarius, what you gotta understand and open up to is the acceptance that not everybody sees dedication, loyalty, honor, respect like you do. And this is where you are very unique. This is why you are so abundant and rich in ways. It doesn't have to be rich in material ways. But if you're operating in a dedicated frequency, dedicated to trying your best for the places you go, then you are aligned with trying to make things better. A lot of times when we're doing that, it's not just for ourselves. A person who's so compassionate for their environment and for the others that are in their environment, this is why the universe views you like this. Views you in a light where you are tough enough to be successful at the things that drive you, even if it's just through dedication, but you're still soft enough to being open to others, soft enough to where you haven't all the way closed out this world. Your walls have not been built so high up that it's impossible for a blissful alignment to come in. Something that's playful. Something, look at all this green, that's very fortunate. Something that's harmonious. This is where that surrender. Right here is surrendering the past. Surrendering that past to the divine. Not rewriting your past. I'm not getting that. But understanding the currents of life and the seasons of life that we go through that help shape us. Let's go ahead and dive into the conclusion. What is it that needs to come out? Divine and universal energy. What are the positive messages for the Aquarius frequency? What is it? Ooh. So, some things that we have out right away. The universe is going to stand on this. But like it wants to be stubborn with you just as much as you've been stubborn with the universe. I have every day. How fitting. When I'm angry, I want you to be patient. When I'm angry, I want you to be patient. A lot of times with anger, there is a fear of something. There's a fear of lack of control. Lack of not being able to, how do I put this? Be able to protect yourself, speak up for yourself. There is, in a sense, that it's like somebody who could be very dismissive, and then finally when everything builds up, they go off. And maybe there's some place here that we need to safely express the things that we've been angry about. Maybe it's seeing that when we have these Queen of Wands diva moments, we are expressing something. We're expressing a part of us that we're very passionate about. And everybody's allowed to express things that they're passionate about to the things that they're dedicated to. A lot of times we've been in mixes of things where when we're finally fed up, it likes to point the finger back at us and be like, no, that's all you. That's all you. That's all your problem. You're the one who's doing all of this. So how can we hold patience with ourselves when we are feeling like we're being pushed too far, when we're trying to be dedicated? Then I have every day again. When the door of dreams opens, I don't hesitate to start the journey. You can't start the journey if you're too busy angry over something that was messed up before. Something that was wrong. Because you're going to sit here angry, griping about it, then you're going to spend more time focused on what was wrong than seeing how it was lining you with something else. Alright, I got something we're not seeing. The best morning alarm is a ray of sunshine. Openness to the new days that begin. We get new days every day. How can we create an open curiosity to those days, opposed to just always seeing them as being dark, desolate, bear? What is the actual life that we have in our days when it comes to even the movement around us? Don't forget, time goes by really quick. It does. Before you know it, half the day's gone. And if you sat here festered, all mad, then you never made it to that door of dreams. So how can we build a curiosity to our environment, to the things that are provided by life, by the divine? Every day, love is so short. Keep good memories forever and ever. This actually lands onto that High Priestess energy, to that King of Swords in reverse, to that Emperor. If you concentrate on everything and anything that was wrong with everything and anything that ever crossed your path, that takes focus. And you can grow that notion of negative thoughts, negative memories, bad memories, or you can grow the notion of seeing what the good was. What was so good about you being dedicated? What was so good about you having this experience? What was the fine lesson that it taught you? Because what I get, the lesson from it was the biggest thing here. Maybe it's the biggest thing that we sleep on, that we really don't look at. Because maybe we're too busy trying to look off into the distance to find reasoning why it all worked out that way. Maybe the reasoning wasn't for us to learn about the outside environment as much. Maybe the reasoning is to learn more about us internally. Alright, 2 more cards. What are the last 2 cards for the Aquarius frequency? Alright, something we're confused on. Oh, especially because we've been on this solo dolo mission for so long. Friendship makes us see more than me. Look at how angry these people are. It's not a good day in friendship. But maybe there's something here that you could reflect on, that you'll notice more about this other person, what they were doing. Maybe your dedication had nothing to do with what their intentions were, what their goals were, what their ambitions were. Yes, y'all came to the same place at the same time kind of thing, but you still ended up going your separate ways. What is it that actually was the thing that was in between you? What could we notice about the block that was up here in dealing with this situation? Again, we could have still had a view to where we only seen things one way, and we carried this view into this partnership, this previous partnerships. So what is it that you can learn from these partners? I have somebody who they may have been at the same place, same time kind of thing, but I got 2 people here who are very different from each other. Very different. Maybe it took some kind of lesson from another to realize that wherever you met this person, it wasn't your place. Wherever this place was, wherever this person, wherever the situation was, It just really wasn't your place at the end of the day. Alright, so what is the last card? Ooh, last two cards here. Alright, so let's see. Something we're at odds ends with is happiness sometimes is just close at hand. This is different. Happiness sometimes is just close at hand. Look at that. Meeting up in the same spot, same kind of thing situation that you thought wasn't for you, for some reason. It's definitely a different side to you. That's what I'm getting. It highlights a different side. I have one person who owns a cat, another person who wears a red hat, or that same person wears a red hat. Then I have somebody who has bunny ears and who has a dog. These people look like they have two different things that they focus on. Two different ideas of things. This is that blindsidedness. That's what I'm getting with this one. Whatever this is, I don't know if this is past, something you may deal with now, or something you can deal with this month. But I get a thinking that this has to do something with the blindsidedness. You're going to run into somebody. You have run into somebody. Y'all was in the same place at the same time. But y'all are closer than what you think. There's something here of familiarity. Remember, I was speaking about that here. There's something here with some kind of alignment that you're going to fight with at first. You're going to be blindsided. But somehow there's something close at hand. Something here that's happening. I'm going to leave that to each Aquarius's own interpretation. Woo. Last card. No one can tell how tomorrow will be. Look at that. We can assume that the sun is going to shine tomorrow. We could assume that we should be happy tomorrow. We could assume that everything that we think should happen tomorrow, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what this is. Again, this could have to do with this blindsidedness. I don't know. Just for clarifications, this one is not stalking the other one. This one is completely off doing their own thing. Now this one looks like they're peeping. They're peeping. So this person, they're gonna piss you off. Whatever this is, it's gonna friction against you. But whatever's coming in by this blindsidedness, this has to do with rabbit energy. So rabbit, that's going to be social. Somebody you're going to talk to, literally. And you guys are going to kind of like be brash with each other. But somehow you guys are being brought closer to this. Whatever it is. It could be that you go and apply for somewhere. You're going to go frequent somewhere different. And it's gonna feel like it's not for you in a sense. And it's because of that past notion that you're still stuck on for the Aquarius in this story of, you know, having to have your own back when it comes to things in life. Not seeing yourself as this Queen of Pentacles. Whoever this is, this might be the one who sees you at a Queen of Pentacles. But when you have this first meeting with them, you're going to come off as the Queen of Wands. I don't know. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Take it for what it is, Aquarius. Take it for what it is. Be open. Be open to what's coming in. Be open to the insight of why you're so dedicated. The things that you achieved when wearing your heart out on your sleeve of dedication. Because I have an Aquarius that has went far. You didn't come up as a Queen of Pentacles, or Queen of Pentacles. You didn't come up as the High Priestess or the Empress. But whatever this is, whatever's coming in, they could be looking at something when it comes to you, whatever this endeavor is, this alignment. They could look at you like you're not the right kind of alignment I'm looking for. You're not the right kind of alignment. Because usually Emperor to the Empress, not Emperor to the Queen of Pentacles. But it's going to be that nurturing down to earth side. It's going to be something here in that kind of thing. Your generosity, your sympathy. There could be something that you share with this person that makes them see you a little bit more differently. But there's no movement here right now. Because I feel like the movement that needs to be made needs to go from inside to outside. Unpack your trophies, Aquarius. See what you've been able to accomplish. And this whole path that you've been walking that's been driven by the dedication of your compassion and your passion for the life that you want to lead. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. And don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energy for coming in and helping out and helping protect all these positive messages. And Aquarius, I hope you have the most wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.